Warning, the following may contain phase spiders.
Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced. Previously on Crit-Faced, the team rests after their battle during the night. When they awake, they find a large magpie watching them from atop the tree roots they are resting behind.
As you notice that, the magpie begins to grow and to change, and you've got this slightly unsettling transformation sequence. And finally, when it does so, you actually see Erwin Martikov standing there atop the tree reach. Erwin, if you might recall, is the proprietor of the Blue Water Inn back in Vallaki, the previously disowned son of Davian Martikov, who was the head of the family down at the Wizard of Wine's winery. So this is the gentleman whose wife Jean insulted all those many moons ago when you guys were back.
Insulted is the wrong word. We had a confusion.
and he looks at you with just no general emotion on his face at all, and he just says, "Well met, heroes. How do you fare this morning?"
How's your wife? Still very attractive? I mean, she's just, what a lovely, lovely woman. Of all the people I've met in my life, she is one of the most fantastic, well-tempered, attractive, but not like in a way that I'm interested in, but like I can understand why you would like her. Good morning.
He just stares with a dead face at Jean, and then he moves it to Master Sunna, and then to Kellen, as he sort of moves between the two of you, and he says, "On behalf of the Martikov family, I would like to console you all for your loss. Word has reached us that not all who walked into Berez walked out of it."
This is true.
Who are you talking about?
Our good friend.
Lord Talford! Oh my God, we were so heartbroken. Oh.
You're so heartbroken that you forgot him after like 5 minutes because this charming, handsome other guy came in.
Charming, handsome other guy has a name.
Bernard is off to one side, just sort of like exercising.
Push-ups.
Morning routine. Gotta keep in shape.
Morning planking.
Yeah.
This is how you get a bolt for the thigh. All right.
That was a request that I was bid to make on behalf of the family.
Yes, it is.
And he looks down at his feet. You can see he's actually a wee bit sheepish. You've never seen him like this before. And then he looks back up and he says, "I'd also like to extend my personal thanks to you. I am on my way to meet with my father now. He has reached out to me and told me of your news, but also has invited me to meet again with the family at the winery. I believe it was at your suggestion that he did so. And it means a lot to me that this chance for peace between us has come again, and I would like to thank you for that. It's gone beyond the bargain that we initially made with each other."
Well, I'm glad for you. This brings me much peace that you were able to, get together with your father again. And we are on our way to your father.
We were not aware that would be the case. That I shall let him know if you're coming. Is there anything we can do for you?
No, we have something for you.
Yes.
The second gem from Baba Lazara.
And he, his eyes widen and his mouth slackens a tad, and he says, you jest. You found the second gem. I knew that you suffered losses down there, but I just assumed you managed to get out with just your lives. But you've managed to get something else from the witch as well.
We paid a heavy price, but I think Master Sun, as the treasurer, actually carries the gem, I'm guessing. So she just like rummages around in a huge bag and takes out this huge green emerald looking thing.
And he almost falls to his knees as he sees it, and he steps forward with his hands out and he says, Can I see this?
Well, I mean, of course you can, but you brought wine.
No touch.
Just yes, I think he.
Yeah, you see with your eyes, not your hands.
Exactly.
Because if I remember correctly, the falling out between you and your father had something to do with a third gem.
Yes, that is correct. It was on my watch.
And we have paid a heavy blood price for this gem. So it will return to the land to keep it safe from Strahd, but I cannot give it to you.
That is understandable. I will let Father know that you're on your way, and I think I can speak on behalf
We'll
of the
bring
family.
you a wounded woman who will need some attention.
Don't
And
call
a
me a
lot of
woman.
wine.
Oh, her.
Not
Yes.
you.
A lot of wine.
I'm in pain as well.
So he looks up and at the morning sky, and he says, "Well, I shall hopefully see you before night falls again. Then, if you travel well, I will set off and hopefully make peace with my father, and we shall have things ready for you this evening."
Perhaps since we did exceed our end of the bargain, maybe you can scout for us and move at the same pace as us and scout in the sky and just see if any flaming horses are approaching.
You and the horses.
He does raise his eyebrow at that last suggestion, but otherwise he says, yes, of course, that makes perfect sense. I will travel with you. I will be your eyes in the sky, and I will come and speak again if I spot anything untoward.
Share your wine. I mean, all of it. Yes, sounds good.
Okay, I shall speak to you this evening, friends. Hopefully we will not have cause to speak before that. And with that, he transforms back into his magpie form and takes off. And indeed, you can spot him circling around high above you, clearly keeping his word.
This is the part where I miss Lord Talford going, fireball.
Well, Bernard walks up, toweling himself off, and says, "So, who is that?"
Oh my God! I mean, who is anyone? Oh, you look very hale, sir. You look very, very hale.
Thank you. I can do 1,000 sit-ups now.
Yeah, me as I could do several.
Yes. What's happening, guys?
What is happening?
Bernard is slowly getting dressed.
So
well, you know,
we wake Stefania and get on our way to the winery.
we don't have to rush them. We could just, have like a brunch here. Repast. No, okay, yes, we should hie ourselves to the winery.
Yes. And Jean,
Okay.
wine, and you and Bernard. Maybe you can get to know each other then.
It's a match made in a hayfield.
But let's get there first.
Yes.
Okay, so Stefania wakes. She's clearly tired still. She's but in considerably better shape than she was the other day. You can see that she's fine, fending for herself. She's able to walk unaided now. Doesn't seem as if she'd be much good in a scrap at the moment. But she, more than happy to hobble along the road with yourselves. Are we continuing west then?
Actually, no. I stop everybody and I turn to Stefania and I say, "I'm going to try something. Close your eyes."
I will.
No, Stefania.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, certainly. You can see she seems wary, but she doesn't really have much choice.
Well, actually, out of character, this would lesser restoration help her? It says you can touch a creature and end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition could be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or molested by vampires.
Well, it's Master Sonna had checked. There's no sort of condition, no statistical condition sort of affecting her. She's just been beaten up.
Okay.
And for the sake of realism, for the sake of role-playing realism, she's not recovering straight away. Because not everyone can do that.
Okay.
Yes.
You're wrestling with the D&D hit point system. Uh-huh. Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right. I turned to everyone and said, never mind. Let's keep walking.
Okay, so we travel along. Master Sonna, Stefania is sort of seems to be happy to keep pace with you. It was you that she originally actually seemed to be particularly idolize as when you first met them at the gates all that time ago. So as we're walking along, and she speaks to you and she says, "So I don't quite understand. You're the heroes of the Silver Dragon."
I'm not.
Most of you are the heroes of the Silver Dragon, but I don't. How are you protecting Vallaki now?
We are protecting Vallaki in that we're trying to protect the entire land of Barovia.
That's a pretty big job for just 4 or possibly only 3 of you to have on your shoulders.
That's true.
So, I mean, I know that you're tough. I mean, I've heard the stories, and obviously you beat that vampire that had me. But I mean, how can you protect the whole? How are there even enough of you to protect everyone here and with everything that's going on in Barovia? I don't know. That seems like a big job.
It is a big job, and we cannot do it alone. You are absolutely correct. So it stands, takes a moment and sort of puts her hand on Stefania's shoulder. Says, "Everyone who is noble of heart must take courage now and stand against Strahd, who is the epitome of evil. And if everyone does their part and everyone is courageous and bold to do the right thing, then and only then can we manage to sweep this entire country of his evil."
So when you first put your hand on her shoulder, you saw her eyes widen. It was this sort of joy and inspiration. But as soon as you mentioned this idea of standing up against Strahd, you almost visibly see her shrink into herself and almost pull away from you and says, "That's you can't. That's ridiculous. We can maybe hide. I mean, we can find. I mean, we've been really good at this in Vallaki. We've locked ourselves away. We've managed to keep ourselves safe and away from him, and that's what we do. I mean, we've been best at that. And Krezek has had a good try at that as well. But you don't fight Strahd. That's not how you survive here. I mean, there've been people have come before and they've tried to do what you're talking about, but they're just gone in the blink of an eye. It's over. That's madness.
I understand that it must seem that way to you, but evil cannot be defeated by just 3 or 4 of us. And even if we are the ones who go against Strahd, his evil and his darkness is still spreading over the entire land. Every single day, we get the choice to do the right thing and stand up for our people. Maybe you can't stand up against Strahd. Maybe we can't. We don't know. We have not been tested this way. But you could return to Vallaki and spread the message of hope. And perhaps, do I remember correctly that she has a daughter?
Nope. Well, she might do, but we've not heard. Yeah.
Inspire the other people to not remain coward by this great evil.
So she becomes contemplative. You can tell you've not really swayed her, and she says, I don't know. I mean, that seems like a big job. What if I do that and then people get hurt?
It's a risk.
Right. And she withdraws from you a bit, and she walks on in silence for a while, just thinking over your words.
With great power comes great responsibility. I didn't want to say it, but...
You did. So, guys, we continue walking west, and as after a few hours of travel, a magpie descends from the sky.
Ruh-roh.
And he's going to tell us that everything is just fine.
Sorry.
Again, Irwin, as soon as the magpie descends, Irwin changes back into a shape, and he holds up his hand as he transforms, and he says, "Do not worry, it's not a big deal. I just thought you might want to know there's someone coming down the road this way. There seems to be some kind of old lady.
I have to hide. I need to hide. I'm going to.
You come up with a song fast, bar man.
Jenny. Shoot,
Jenny. Who can I turn to?
Okay, anyone else? Anyone other than Barbarian have any? Carry a tune in a bucket. All right. Yes.
Don't be fools by the rocks that I got. You're still
Barbarian.
Like I said, I didn't think it was a big deal. I just thought I would let you know in case there was something.
Can you carry a small man with you as you fly away? Is that possible?
That's not a possibility.
I'm very light.
I'm going to head back up now.
All right.
I'm going
to hold your legs just like a normal person.
I reckon you've got about 10 minutes before she reaches you.
Okay. Well,
plenty of time to craft a song.
He transforms and flies back up.
It's bardic inspiration.
Okay.
We can provide accompanying sounds. I
hand
do,
farts? What are you going to do?
I do underarm farts.
Okay. I've been working on something. I didn't want to tell anyone, but I do have something in mind. I'm going to die.
No, that's not a good idea, Jean.
I've done it before.
Can we see the person coming down the road?
No, not yet.
Perception check?
Well, yeah, go for it. Take a perception check.
All right.
I could always just go try to kill her.
Don't kill Ginny. It's not her fault that I can't write a song on. I mean, it's been like 3 days.
12.
It's been 3.
Well, so you can't see now. It's obviously very misty because you're in Barovia. But even without the mists, the Sphalic road is not a straight road. It winds along the trees, so you can see a fair distance ahead of you, but not far enough. Irwin said she's about 10 minutes walk away. So you reckon you could maybe see only 3 minutes distance ahead of you before the road turns. So
you got 7 minutes to write a song.
Yes, as I remember, she can see it when I'm invisible. She sees right through my disguises, which are, I have to say, incredible. So that's disappointing.
What if you're Madame Rousseau?
But she can see. That's what I'm saying. She sees through my.
Helen just wants to dress as Madame Rousseau at any opportunity.
Exactly.
I didn't think it would work.
It's
what if you sing her Jenny steals the master's hat?
Okay, we can give that a go.
Doesn't the monkey end up dead or something?
Don't get to that point.
Yes, the monkey ends up dead. I'm so dead.
What if you repeat one of the songs that elf sang when he beat you in the bard off?
He beat me in a singing competition. He did not have my bard off once.
And he also sang the monkey steals the master's hat.
I know, he stole my song.
Or did you steal his?
No,
I think
that was
posing yourself as a fraud.
I am not a fraud. I am the greatest songwriter of the tower. But I've been a little preoccupied. I had a very close friend pass recently. Lord Malfred.
Bernard,
Bernard knows Jenny, I think. Don't you?
Oh yes,
he did say. Bernard, as this is going on between the rest of them, Stefania walks over to you. She's obviously noticing that you're a wee bit removed from the group, and she says, "Hey, I don't understand. What's the problem here?"
I have no idea. I'm quickly learning that when this happens, just to step aside, and after about 10 minutes, we just continue as if nothing had happened.
Oh,
our bard promised to write Jenny Greenteeth a ballad, a very special ballad that I'm sure he's been working on quietly in a corner of his little impenetrable hut every night when we've slept there.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm keeping watch, and then I'm sleeping. I'm not writing songs right now. This is not a creative atmosphere. I need luxury. I need pampering. I need crumpets. I can't just write like sitting out in a cornfield.
Okay,
my friend, it seems like you have to steady your nerves. Here, I pour him a shot of whiskey.
Thank you.
Now let's keep walking. I clap him on the back and I lead the way.
As you continue to walk, or even before you continue to walk, as you are continuing to talk, you, Bernard, because of your fact that you've been paying attention, you do see a figure round the corner in the distance.
It's Jenny Greenteeth! I throw everyone into the bush. No. What do I see, actually?
Yeah,
is it Strahd?
You just see... No, it's Jenny. Because you've met Jenny before.
Jenny.
So it's you see an old lady walking along, plodding down the path with a big backpack. She's sort of hunched over with the weight of all her wares bearing down on her.
I look at my companions like, pretty impressed. Look, you called it. It is Jenny Greenteeth.
Yes.
Should we start building a stage?
No, we should not. We should just
gallows.
I think we should downplay the importance of promises made under duress by people who had been drinking wine. You say things when you think you're going to die and you're drunk. God.
Quick, you've got about 3 minutes before she reaches talking distance.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Jenny. That's a good start. Strong start.
Yeah.
Jenny of... Very good. The teeth of green. Your eyes are like... What was it? Green. Someone help me. I don't know what was it. Green.
Machine.
Your eyes are like machine?
Something obscene.
Your eyes are like something obscene.
So as
Your
this...
eyes are sexually obscene.
Oh my God!
As this conversation takes a nosedive, Jenny walks up to you. She walks up to you. She takes with her hands still over the straps of her backpack. She takes a quick look at the group. She gives you a short "huh," and continues to keep walking.
Everyone walk. Everyone keep walking. Don't look back. Don't say her name. Don't talk to her. Go, like this. Stride with me. Come on. Power walk.
And so Jenny has walked straight past you, giving the humping noise. She is heading off to the east.
Why do you think she's doing that?
She knows you don't have her song ready.
Well, I do have a lot of it. I had the Jenny of the tea, the green. Your eyes are like, I've got part of it.
I'm gonna hit Jenny with a divine sense.
I would not.
What do you mean?
Is that a good idea?
As an action, you can detect good and evil.
Okay.
So I can tell if she's a celestial or a fiend or undead as she passes us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Oh God!
Does she get to save against that, or is it just a straight?
Nope. I
So-
just get to use it 5 times.
No. So you don't get. She's not a celestial. She's not a fiend. She's not undead.
Is she good?
No. I mean, she's not.
Is
she's not
she
evil.
evil?
She's not evil. But there's notes of both.
Oh, interesting. Like a fine bouquet.
You get the impression she's drawing on quite a few different aspects. So. But there's nothing that's setting alarm bells ringing one way or the other.
Keep walking.
All right.
So don't we just...
Well, I don't.
pay
I-
her?
Well, I
News of
bow to
rhythm
her
arc.
as she goes by.
Wait.
If she doesn't want to stop and talk, I won't throw myself in her path.
Sorry, Bernard, what did you do?
I'm just going to bow politely as she passes.
Mm-hmm. She just gives you a huh. And keeps walking.
She's-
We should do something. Someone else should do something.
But like what?
And Stefania is sort of looking in between you all saying, I'm really confused right now.
Yes. We
Where's that?
just... Yeah.
And Jenny just keeps walking. So she's, away, back, turned on you now, heading on the road toward Valak.
Jenny, he has your song ready.
And so as Kellen shouts that, Jenny just turns her head around just so you can see the profile of her face, and she just gives a loud, huh, and then turns back and keeps walking off east.
I think something larger is going on here than the song, perhaps. Maybe I've thought this, and we should ask her why she's walking away from where we're going.
I think she's walking away because she knows you do not have her song ready.
I don't think that's it.
Then run after her and ask.
Very disappointed.
Go.
He has 2 lines of it, and then there's just a lot of beatboxing.
That's fair. Is that what you call the hand in the armpit? So yes, I have 2 lines, some meat boxing, and no, we should ask her why she's running away from this place we're going towards.
You should go talk
She's
to her.
not moving at a rapid pace.
No, I mean,
Okay, I will go talk to her. I'll say,
Yes.
excuse me, Jenny. Excuse me, Jenny. Hello.
And she looks at you with a look of complete disdain and continues to walk on.
No, Jenny, come back. It's me, Jean Malame. I'm your resident poet. I'm writing your ballad.
Oh, I remember you. But I'm not waiting around for you any longer.
What did I do? Was it something I said?
You don't even remember, do you?
I mean, vaguely, but refresh my memory.
We had an appointment, and you missed it.
Oh, did I? What was the appointment at?
Can anyone remember?
It was supposed to meet us somewhere. I can't remember.
You not only did you determine the somewhere, but you also determined the some when.
Yeah.
Oh, Ginny, I have to tell you, some very large things have happened since then. We killed Baba Lasagna. Our good friend Lord Talfrin perished in the effort, and we were so sad. We were so sad that I forgot how much I'm just appreciative of your presence and your countenance and your smell, your redolent odor, all of it. I enjoy all of it. So I'm glad we bumped into you. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you very much. I've had enough of Barovia, so I'm getting ready to pack up and head on. I've had quite a few disappointments here, and I'm ready to move.
Wait. Disappointments. So we've all had setbacks, I would say, not disappointments. Can we reschedule, like maybe a brunch, just the 2 of us, like something candlelit and maybe romantic,
Don't be ridiculous. I'm far too young for you.
That hurts in a way I didn't think it would.
No.
Fair.
Thank you. I had quite enough, thank you very much. I'll be heading on. You can give your stupid song to someone else.
I would never give my stupid song to someone else. I want to give my stupid song to you. And slowly, in private.
Do you want
And
to take
several days from now.
Do you want to take a persuasion check for that?
I suppose I must. Yes. And then the persuasion. 17.
So she stops for a moment and she turns around and she sees everyone else sort of standing nearby and she says, "Well, I'll have my song now, thank you very much. In public, if you will. I don't think I could trust the likes of you. I know what's always on your mind. Song and the money, and then you can have my healing potion that you are so fond of getting your hands on."
I suppose I brought this to myself.
We don't actually have enough money for a healing potion.
Or a song, to be fair.
So we have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. We have 5 precious gemstones worth 1,300 gold pieces.
Yes, let's just give her money.
But that's okay. So we have gemstones, but she said money.
That's right. I did say money, just like we had agreed.
Yes.
Well, What about fine gems?
No, that's not money, though, is it? What about my song? Did you just say you don't have a song for me?
Well, I look. It's been just a few days, and look, if you're going to write a standard, a song they will sing in perpetuity for generations to come, you don't just piddle it out in an afternoon. You have to sit down and refine it and revise it, and so I have a start. I have a very strong start. You want to hear the start?
Yeah. No, I don't think I do. Why would I want to hear the start of a song if I'm not going to get the end of it?
I don't think you understand how creativity works. Things don't just emerge like fully formed. Like you have to you massage them.
We had an agreement. You said you would have it for me in just a short number of days. Are you trying to say that you promised me words and now I'm not getting them when you told me you'd give me them?
I'm going to start rhythmically underarm farting to give Jean the clue. Or the cue.
Thanks for laying down the beat, as it were. Oh God. The main thing here, Jenny, is that I have a seed of a song, and if you will just give me another 24 hours, I will be able to cohere this magnificent, stirring ballad that you will sing to your grandchildren, and their grandchildren will sing to their grandchildren, and so on.
All right, let's hear the start of it then.
Okay, so he goes, "Oh, Jenny of the teeth are green, your eyes are like a..."
It doesn't sound like a ballad to me.
Shut up.
All right. That's,
don't help.
Well,
it gets really sad in the middle.
Guys!
Do you want to take a performance check?
A performance check. Oh, don't you worry. Jean Monnet can do a performance check. Yes, he can. 21.
Right. Well,
the mic is dropped.
It's unusual. I'll give you that.
It's a draft.
So, here's the situation. I'm leaving Barovia. It's not really the place for the likes of me. Nobody here has the money that I'm looking for my wares. I keep forgetting how terrible a place this is.
It's awful.
The good side of things is that after spending a few weeks here, everywhere else is going to look rosy. But I'm not sticking around. So this is what I'll do. We had agreed on a song and 100 gold pieces for a healing potion. I'll give you a healing potion with a pinch of extra magic added in.
Why?
Because this healing potion will not heal you until it has had a full song about me sung to it.
Oh,
I
like you, Jenny.
That sounds fair. I just hope my colleagues will give me time to work in peace.
So
yes.
Well, headed to a vineyard. So.
If you
leave me there.
The wine will inspire him.
Yes.
If you give me my 100 gold pieces and about 20 minutes, I'll have your slightly modified healing potion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have 100 gold? Of course we do.
I think we do. Oh, we do?
Yes.
So she holds out her hand for it.
Okay, I will pay her from my huge bag.
Okay. So give her 20 minutes.
That bag is huge.
She she asks for a little bit of privacy. She just walks to the other side of the road, basically, just slightly off in the woods. She sets down her pack and she's working behind the pack. You can see she looks out from it now and again just to make sure that nobody's spying on her in any way. And she...
I'm going to try to spy on her.
Okay.
Well, why you try?
No.
Why? What are you doing? You're a barbarian.
She could be doing something funky to that potion.
Do you want to take a perception check?
I'm guessing a 5 won't do it.
So you you kind of try to sidle down like the side of the road, but you realize that what's happening is every sort of small step that you take, Jenny is slightly moving the bag to position it. She obviously knows exactly what you're up to, and she's trying to sort of reposition the bag. So I mean, you get the impression, she is obviously pulling out pouches and pulling out stuff, but eventually she stands up and she heads back over to you with a small potion that she passes to Jean, and she says, "Here you go, dearie."
I'm going to sing the most amazing song to this potion.
Right, and I trust that when I'm next over at the tower, if you ever make it back there, I might hear my name in some of the taverns, if you're as well known as you say you are.
Yes, absolutely. And if I sing the song to the potion, will you hear it?
No, it's not. It's not. That's more of a 20-day job, not a 20-minute job. It'll just kill you. It'll just kill you if you don't sing it. So I would advise you to make the song first before you drink the potion.
Does it have to be a really, really good song? It can be sort of like a,
Well,
I mean, is this a critic? Am I singing to a poison that's also a critic?
I'd advise you to do your best. But I'm sure from what I've heard of the great Jean Mallarmé from yourself, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm a very reliable source, so yes, you're correct. Everything. Thank you so much, and thank you for goodbye.
Okay. Oh, all right. And she gets on her backpack, and she does look considerably happier than she was earlier. Just before she turns around, she sort of stands and looks at you all, and she says, "Dearies, I do wish you the best of luck. This is a bit of a hellish place, and if you can, I'd advise you to get out as quickly as you can."
Oh, one question, Jenny. Can Strad be killed?
Strad? Why would you?
Or is he really
like
tied to the land and immortal?
Well, he's certainly not been proven to be anything other than immortal. I mean, he's been around forever, and nobody has had any success in taking him down. We've had some fairly powerful people, from what I hear, have stepped foot into Barovia through the mists over the years, but I've not been met with any success.
You said you'd suggest we get out. How do we get out?
I'm not sure, I'm afraid. From what I gather, someone like yourselves who've been pulled here by Strad really don't ever leave.
Well, then, thanks for the tip.
Good luck. I hope something works out for you, and I look forward to hearing my song sometime in the future, if you make it.
Of course.
Okay. Farewell. And she gives you a wave, turns away, and heads off to the east.
We should steal her backpack.
I think we should just keep going.
Crit Faced is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast, where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit Faced fan group.